everybody! Today we're making these delicious Apple Danish and we're using white bread, loaf bread of all things. So let me show you how to do it. Very quickly, let me tell you what we're going to need to make our apple pastries. I'm using Nature's Own white wheat bread. Some of you always ask what kind of bread, what brand, but this is Nature's Own white wheat. Actually, it says healthy white, so that's what we're going to be using. And then I had some apple pie filling. I think I got the Great Value at Walmart in the refrigerator. I had opened a can and I just took this little chopper and I just chopped up my apples, and I'm going to be using those. So I'm going to set those aside, and I have a rolling pin right here and our bread. So now let's begin, and I'll show you exactly how we're going to make these little pastries. These are so delicious. Doug loved them. I was real hesitant. I didn't know if he would enjoy this or not. He has a real keen taste for things that are delicious. I'm just going to straighten that up a little bit. There goes my perfection. You know how that goes with Joyce. So now I'm going to take my rolling pin and I'm going to roll it. And I'm putting a good bit of pressure on this. Flip it over and roll it. Now I'm going to take just a teaspoon and I'm going to place our pie filling in the middle, just like that. This is similar to making fried pies, but we're not going to fry them. We're going to bake them. In fact, I have already preheated our oven to 350 degrees. So now I'm just going to take this and fold it over just like you would a fried pie. And I'm going to go ahead and apply some pressure to the outsides of the bread. Let me get a paper towel here. We want to kind of keep it clean as we go, as we make these little pastries. Now, I've got some water, and this is real important that you watch how I do this. I'm going to start right here, and I've wet my fork, and I'm going to press down, and I'm going to pull out, just like that. Press down and pull out. If you pull up, it's probably going to pick up and not stay seated like you want it to. So now we'll do the end. So I'll wet my fork, press down and pull out. Press down and pull out. So we'll do this end and this end. Now I have sprayed a little cookie sheet pan that I have here. I lightly sprayed it, and then I used a brush. I like to get mine evenly. I've already made two here. And so now I'm just going to place this one right here. And we'll make another one real quickly so that you can see how I did it. You want to keep this clean as you work. We'll move our water. And now we'll get, sometimes you get bread with holes in it, and that's okay. If that goodie oozes out, it'll just be ooey gooey goodie. So we're just taking the edges off. And one of my followers, when I made the little pimento cheese appetizers, someone said you could use the edges to make croutons, and that is such a great idea. So thank you for sharing that. Now we're just going to take our pie filling and we're going to place it in the middle. You don't want to put too much, but you do want to put enough so that you'll have some good filling in there. So now we're just going to fold it over, and like I said, go ahead and press down. Now if you were using dough, if you were actually making fried pies, you might not press down, but I find in using the bread that it's better to kind of go ahead and start sealing it when you fold it over. So now we're just going to take our fork, wet it, press down, and pull straight out. The pulling straight out is what I want you to remember. Just like that. So now I'm going to finish making a few more. I'll put them in the oven on 350 degrees, bake them until they're golden brown, and then I'll come back and we'll make a glaze to go on top. Our Apple Danish have baked for 25 minutes at 350 degrees. You can see that they are brown on, well, they're brown on the bottom, and they're also brown around the edges and slightly brown on top. So now I'm going to take them out and let them cool, and then we'll put our glaze on it. Our Danish pastries are cool, or they're warm, they're cooled off, and I wanted to show you the bottom. They are brown like that, and they're slightly brown on top. And the reason that they're brown on bottom is because I sprayed my pan. Now, if you don't want yours brown on bottom, then you just don't spray the pan, but I like it sprayed. So now I have mixed up 1 cup of confectioner's sugar. Some people call it powdered sugar. And I added about a tablespoon and a half of water. You could use milk if you wanted to. So that's the consistency that I like. So now what I'm going to do is just drizzle this on our Danish. And we like a lot of drizzle. So we're just gonna put it on like this. This is just such a quick little Danish that you can make up in no time. Most people have bread in their pantry. They usually have some pie filling. It could be blueberry, it could be cherry, it could be whatever flavor your family loves. And if you are ambitious and you want to make your own homemade pastry dough, then that would be great too. But this is just a quick and easy little Danish that you can make. And these are good for about maybe 2 days, but of course you're going to eat them before then. But after a couple of days, they begin to get soft, just like your fried pies do. So we're just drizzling. And I have drizzle left, so I'm going to go back and do a second coat on mine. I like to do that to make sure that we have plenty. And if you wait until your Danish or whatever it is that you're putting drizzle on, if you wait until it cools off, then your drizzle will stick. If you don't, if you put it on there while it's hot, then it's going to melt and won't be as pretty. It'll be good, but it won't be as pretty. So we're just about finished with that second coat of drizzle. And there you have it, Apple Danish. Our pastries are ready to serve. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8 pastries, and I sliced some apples to garnish with and have some greenery here. And I have them on this little pedestal dish. So there we have it, baked Apple Danish. As always, thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I have had fun. I love these little Apple Danish, and now we're going to try one. Look at that. I know it's going to be good. I got lipstick on it. Look at that. Forgot to blot, didn't I? That is so good. You have to try this. Put a lot of glaze on it too. I love you. I'll see you soon.